Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series at Chicagoland for the Vienna Beef 230. We appreciate you folks tuning in here. We're jumping straight into qualifying action here tonight. First car out on the track, Eric Kempf out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's see what kind of lap time Eric's got. Tonight's going to be a good one here, folks, because we've got a special theme paint night here. It's going to be Halloween paint themes for most of these guys. First one, we're taking a look at Eric Kempf. Also have Jared Skinner out here in the number 7 machine out of Peoria, Illinois. Skinner going to take the green flag. Going to be interesting to see how this one plays out here at Chicagoland. Intermediate track in these ARCA cars. And we got a subscriber come in. Jason just subscribed. Congratulations, Jason. You just made the best decision of your life. Folks, be sure to click that like button on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel, Hutchinson Motorsports TV World's #1 streaming service. We are qualifying right here, right now. We're going to kick back, relax, play some tunes in the background, and enjoy the action. We got heat races coming up next after qualifying. Jimmy Geika's in the chat with the subscription. Appreciate you, Jimmy. Thanks to every one of you for tuning in here. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're rooting for, who's going to win this thing, who's going to junk it. You're watching qualifying action. Kick back, relax, enjoy the tunes. It's official, Donnie Kite. Quick time for qualifying to kick off from the pole position here tonight. But first, folks, we've got a couple races to handle. We got 2 heat races here tonight, 7-lap heat races around Chicagoland to help set our starting lineup for the main event. Your front row is locked in after qualifying. We saw your pole sitter going to be Kite, and honestly, I missed you a second. We'll get to that later. But right now, the winner of heat number 1 going to start inside second row. Let's go through tonight's starting lineup. On the front row here for heat number 1, it's going to be Jared Skinner on the inside, Ruben Rodas on the outside. Row number 2 going to be Isaiah Watrous and Brian Marshall. Going back to row number 3, Tony Allison Jr. on his outside, Sam Hoff. Starting in the 7th position, and going to be Eric Kepf on his outside, Nathan Fryer. In row number 5, we got Jordan Warnick on the inside, Alex McQueen on the outside, Zachary Tyler, Nate Bogus in row number 6. Row 7 heading back here, got Jordan Evans, Carl Cantonis. Row number 8 going to be Dylan Lampy, Alan Wild. 9 going to be Thomas Spencer and Tim McBasketball starting dead last here in heat race number 1 for your Superstar ARCA Cup Series. As always, folks, we appreciate you tuning in here, spending your Wednesday night right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight, we've got 2 streams going on, going to be going on at the same time here any minute. You're going to see Jesse Becker go live on the channel as well for the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. But first things first, we're watching the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. Pace car is in, field is set, green flag in the air at Chicagoland. Clean and green through the tri-oval. No cautions here in these heat races, folks. Sometimes they get a little wild. And again, tonight does have a paint theme. Going to be Halloween paint themes throughout most of the field. A lot of participation out here. Jared Skinner, your race leader. Look at all these beautiful Halloween paint schemes. Except Isaiah Watrous got a little lazy on us here. That number 60 machine. His normal paint scheme. As Skinner, your race leader, Ruben Rodas in the 2nd position. Sam Hoff rounds out your top 3. Going to be a short dash here for heat number 1. Only 7 laps around Chicagoland as Ruben Rodas looking to the inside of your race leader, Jared Skinner. Here comes Sam Hoff, though, in the 3rd spot. Let's hop on board with Sam Hoff. Hoff looking underneath Ruben Rodas here, side by side, coming out of the corner. They're going to battle it out, and he's going to door him. Sam Hoff trying to jump Ruben Rodas for 2nd place. Big run from Isaiah Watrous. He's looking to get around the bolt. That's going to move Rodas back to 3rd, might fall to 4th. Let's jump around the track a little bit here, see what's going on through the field. Nathan Fryer currently in the 10th position out of Salina, Kansas. Right in the middle of the field, usually where he's at. Let's go to the back here. Look at this slug. Thomas Spencer running in the 16th position. Folks, there's only 18 cars, and one of them is done. So there's 17 cars out here, and look who's running last, folks. No surprise here. Tim McBasketball in dead last, right where he belongs. Tim McBasketball running last. Good-looking car, though. I'll give Tim that. Did good on the paint scheme. Doesn't have any speed whatsoever, though. Top on board, Tim McBasketball. Running dead last here, watching these guys run away from him. He's so slow, he's behind Thomas Spencer. Tim McBasketball currently runs 17. But we jump back out front. Jared Skinner, your leader here for heat race number 1. Tonight's race, the Vienna Beef 230 at Chicagoland. Jared Skinner's led this thing from the start. Can he hold on? Sam Hoff reeling him in a bit Looks like the lead down to less than a tenth. And we just had another subscriber pop in, Chris Polson, latest subscriber to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And here comes Sam Hoff. Looks to the inside with less than 2 laps left to go. Sam Hoff is door to door with your race leader. Hoff looking to the inside in the 00. Jared Skinner trying to pinch him down as far as he can. Going to be white flag this time around out of turn 4. It's going to be a drag race with a big push from the 63. Eric Kep's going to push Jared Skinner back into the race lead. Last time around the speedway here, Skinner looks to the bottom. He's blocking Hoff on the bottom, blocking Kep on the top. Jared Skinner looks like he's going to win this heat race. Down the backstretch for the final time, heading into turns 3 and 4. Side-by-side battle for the second position. Eric Kep on the top. The 00, Sam Hoff on the bottom. Drag race to the line. Second place goes to Kep. So Jared Skinner, your winner for heat number 1. Kep brings home second. Hoff third, followed by Rodas and Watrous, who are junking each other. Oh my, brutal hit. That needs to be a penalty. Needs to be a penalty. Uncalled for. And there's Thomas Spencer rolling in at the back. But folks, that was heat race number 1. It is time to jump into our final heat race of the night. As always, we appreciate you folks tuning in here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV was the #1 streaming service. Chris Polson in the chat says, let's go, Yo Quiro Racing. We got Jason in the chat. Connor Gerard, of course, as always. Jimmy Geikus out there. Addie Harrop. All kinds of fans tuned in here tonight to watch some Superstar ARCA Cup Series action. Let's get your starting lineup here shortly. Give me 1 minute here, folks. Trying to work on something. Here we go. So your front row's going to be Ryan Housden on the inside. On his outside, you've got Hunter Sr. Row 2, going to be Alex Anderson, Dustin Coggin. Row 3, we got Tate Lupret and Chris Bush. Starting 7th, going to be Dylan Johnson. 8th, going to be Michael James. In the 5th row, we have David Nemmert and Shane Williams. Row number 6 on the inside, it's going to be a Braden McWilliams. And on the outside, Nathan Johnson. Row number 7, Christian Schweiger, Albert Lopez. Row number 8, Travis Bieber, Caleb Yates. Starting 17th, Craig Martin. On his outside, Michael Malm. So 18 cars here in heat race number 2. Last heat race of the evening. Front row is going to be Housden on the inside, Senior on the outside. 7-lap heat race here tonight. We are at Chicagoland. Final heat race of the evening. Green flag in the air. Ryan Housden out front in that 98 machine, looking to get a run to get around that 12 car on his outside of Hunter Sr. Right on his back bumper, Alex Anderson. Looks like they're trying to go 3 wide for the race lead. Housden's going to defend the bottom. But on the top, you've got Hunter Sr. looking to take over the race lead. It becomes a 4-car battle. They're nearly 4 wide coming out of turn 4. Housden takes the apron, holds on to that race lead, throws a slide job up top. Nice defense there as Coggins was looking to get a run on the outside. But there on the inside, the 67 of Anderson, these guys are duking it out now. Top 5, you could throw a blanket over them. Housden pulls out in front just a little bit, but it's going to be a side-by-side battle for second between Anderson and the 67 and then the 46 of Coggin. Anderson going to take the spot, dropping back to 4th. Chris Bush in that 91 machine, and Hunter Sr. rounding out your top 5 at the moment. Boy, some hard racing out front. Let's hop on board with Hunter Sr. in the 5th, now in the 4th spot. Again, tonight's race is paint theme of Halloween. So you see all these awesome looking Halloween cars. Looks like Albert Lopez just junked it with Travis Bieber. Let's see what happened. Still green, by the way. Oh, Travis Bieber just junked him. That's intentional. Ride it up. Intentional wrecking. Travis Bieber just comes up out of Ole, Pennsylvania. Absolutely junks him. But new race leader out front, Alex Anderson, takes that race lead from Ryan Housden. Can Anderson hold on as Housden looks to get a run here with just 3.5 laps remaining here in heat race number 2. Superstar ARCA Cup Series action here tonight at Chicagoland. These guys duking it out front. Alex Anderson trying to hold on, but we got a door-to-door battle for second. Coggin with a big run out of nowhere. Wow, that came out of nowhere. Coggin just turned on the turbos and blew by everybody as the 52 smokes the wall. That's Tate Lupret. Oh my, Tate Lupret gonna lose some serious ground. He was running about the 4th position or so. He continues to fall back as the battle for the race lead continues here. Side by side for Alex Anderson on the bottom, and then Dustin Coggin on the outside. Anderson looking to take back that race lead. Slide job. Down the back stretch going into turns 3 and 4. Gonna get the white flag this time around. Let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam with your race leader, Alex Anderson. Boy, look at this sold-out crowd. The fans are packed in here tonight. White flag in the air. Last lap around for heat race action. Alex Anderson looks like he's got this one just about in the bag. Second place, Dustin Coggin. Then we got a battle for third between Hunter Sr. in third and Ryan Housden back to the 4th spot. Back out front here to your race leader. Through the tri-oval, checkered flag in the air. Heat race number 2 winner, Alex Anderson. So Anderson takes home the win for Heat 2. Dustin Coggin second, followed by Hunter Sr., your top 3 here in Heat race number 2. Think we got a little bit of a warm-up for these guys to fine-tune their cars. Then we're going to get back here. We're going to be ready to roll Vienna Beef 230 here tonight at Chicagoland with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Folks, be sure to click that like button on the video for us. Helps us out. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. We are making a push for 1,000 subscribers. Nobody's ever done it before. We're looking to be the first ever to do it. So we're going to go Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side, kick back, relax, enjoy some warm-up action and some tunes. We'll be back in a minute. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you great fans.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong. Hutchinson Motorsports TV is live. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We are back here at Chicagoland, folks, and it is time to get gridded up and rolling for the Vienna Beef 230 Chicagoland Speedway with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As always, we appreciate you folks tuning in here tonight. We're going to get started here in just a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Vienna Beef 230 right here on the world's #1 streaming service with the GOAT, Blake Hutchinson, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's starting lineup is set. We are ready to roll. They are lined up. Here it is. On the front row in the pole position, the #2 machine, Donald Kite. On his outside in the #45, Connor Zavosian. Row #2 on the inside, it's going to be the #7 Heat Race #1 winner, Jared Skinner. On his outside, Heat Race #2 winner, Alex Anderson. Row #3 on the inside in the #63 machine, Eric Kepf. On his outside, the #46, Dustin Coggin. Row #4 on the inside in the 00 machine, Samuel Hoff. On his outside in the 12, Hunter Sr. Row #5 on the inside, going to be #5 of Ruben Rodas, and the 98, Ryan Housden. Row #6 on the inside, the #60, Isaiah Watrous. On his outside, Braden McWilliams in the 36. Starting in the 11th position, back in row #7 in the 11 machine, Nate Bogus, starting 13, sorry about that. And on his outside in the 91, Chris Bush. Row #8 on the inside, going to be Tony Allison Jr. And on his outside, Craig Martin. Jump back to row #9 in the #94 machine. Starting 17th, Brian Marshall. On his outside, Shane Williams. Row #10 on the inside, going to be the weapon himself, the 14, Nathan Fryer. On his outside, the 19, Nathan Johnson. Row #11 on the inside, we got Alan Wild on the inside, Tate Luprette on the outside. Starting in the 23rd position, Jordan Warnick. On his outside, going to be Michael James. Back in the 25th position, Jordan Evans. On his outside, David Nemert. We may as well go through the whole field at this point, folks. Then you have Dylan Lampy on the inside of row #14. On his outside, Christian Schwager. Going back here, we're so far back, folks. We got Alex McQueen in the 95, starting 29th and 30th. Michael Malm. And folks, look at this guy right here. Look how far back he started. Thomas Spencer, the field filler himself, starting in the 31st position. His car, it's slow, it's junk, the driver's terrible. Thomas Spencer starting in the back where he belongs. Caleb Yates on his outside. Going back to row #17, we got one of the slowest cars in the field, the 93, Tim McBasketball. On his outside, the 25, Dylan Johnson. Then going on back here, you got Zachary Tyler, Albert Lopez, Carl Cantonis, Travis Bieber. 38 cars signed in here tonight, Chicagoland Speedway. These fans are ready because tonight's race is the Vienna Beef 230. Where's the beef? Field is set. We are ready to roll. World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, on the call tonight. Folks, on your feet, off your seats. It's about to go green here tonight. Green flag in the air, Chicagoland. Let's see how friendly these guys can play out front, or they're going to try to junk each other. 150 laps, it's a long one. How important is the draft going to be? My guess is, folks, I think the restarts are going to be a little wild. But once we get rolling green, you're going to see some green flag racing. Because I don't think it's going to be as drafty as Las Vegas was. But you see him down the backstretch. Nobody has junked it just quite yet, but it's just a matter of time because you got people like Nathan Fryer out there in the 15th position. As we jump around, Chris Busch running 12th out of Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. What does Chris Busch have up his sleeve as Donald Kite holds on to the race lead? So it's going to be Kite out front, followed by Zabosian, Skinner, Coggin, and Kepf, your top 5. Folks, head on over harpoondesign.com. Paint started just $25. Best paints in the business, folks. Head on over there. Donald Kite down pit road here. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got a penalty to serve, I guess. So Donald Kite down pit road has a penalty to serve, it appears. So Connor Zabosian going to take over the race lead. Boy, that's a tough pill to swallow if you're Donald Kite. Believe he had a penalty maybe from Daytona or something. No clue what happened. But nonetheless, Connor Zabosian out front, second position goes to Jared Skinner. Let's hop on the Hutchinson Motorsports TV rear cam of Connor Zabosian, your race leader. Jared Skinner right there on the back bumper. You see the field all behind him. 38 cars signed in here in front of a sold-out crowd. The Vienna Beef 230 with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. We're still green here, going into lap number 5 this time around. Let's drop back a little bit here, see what's going on in the back. Tony Allison Jr., he's slow and he's junk out of St. Charles, Missouri. He's running 36th. Meanwhile, Ruben Rodas back in the 35th position. Not sure what happened there for Ruben Rodas. He started near the front. So we're going to jump back up. So your last car in the pack, you know, the battle for last. Let's pull up the most beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle for last graphic. Here it is, folks. Right now, we're giving it to this man himself, the number 29, Zachary Tyler. He's running last. Everybody else, they lost the pack. Either they had to serve a penalty or they, had an incident. Well, Zachary Tyler, there's nothing wrong with him, except he's just slow. So let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam on Zachary Tyler, that number 29 machine. Good-looking paint here for Zachary Tyler. Paint looks good, but he's slow. It's not an equipment issue, folks, for Zachary Tyler. It's just an issue of those hands on the steering wheel. Not very talented. Caution is out. What happened? Here it is. They're coming up on it. Thomas Spencer, the field filler involved. Oh, the 11 is junk. Okay, let's see what happened. Hang on here, folks. Let's find this. Looks like Nate Bogus involved. That is not it. 1 second. Here we go. So here's Nate Bogus. He's cruising around. Oh, he just gets hooked there by the 22 of Martin, I believe. Comes up the track, holds the brakes, wham! He gets jumped. Let's see this replay one more time back here. Who's at fault, folks? Let us know in the chat. Who you think's at fault on this one? Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper cam. You be the judge. Let us know. So there's the 11 up top here. Nate Bogus. 22 comes up off the apron. I mean, 11 comes down a touch, but 22 comes way up the track off the apron. Slow it down. Here it is, boys. Look. See the 11. I mean, he comes down. Well, actually, I don't even know if he came down at all. 22, in my opinion, definitely at fault. Just comes up too high. Yeah, it looks like Bogus just gets turned there. And I saw that bio there, Nate. But Nate Bogus is done. Your race leader, Connor Zabosian, out front. Looks like most of the field going to head down pit road. Oh, wow. Isaiah Watchers was going to go down pit road. Never mind. Look at this decision here. Isaiah Watchers, he crosses the line. I don't know what the commitment line is, but Isaiah Watchers might have passed it. Nonetheless, he's still out there. So most of the cars actually stay out, even though they appeared like they were going to come down pit road. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side. You're watching the Vienna Beef 230 right here at Chicagoland. We'll be right back. And we're back here at the Vienna Beef 230 at Chicagoland with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. We are lined up, ready to go back green. Your front row going to be Connor Zabozian on the inside, Eric Kepf on the outside. Tonight's paint themes, folks, are Halloween. Look at these beautiful paint jobs as the pace car heads in. Field is set, ready to roll into the zone. Green flag back in the air here at Chicagoland. So a good jump there from Zabozian. He's going to hold on to that race lead easily, but we got a side-by-side battle for the second, third, and fourth positions. 3 cars duking it out for 1 spot in the second, and it looks like Jared Skinner going to take it for the time being on the bottom. But the high side getting a run with a push from the 00 of Hoff, but he stuffs it into the wall. Sam Hoff into the wall, but able to get it back rolling. It's going to be Zabozian, Kepf, Skinner, Hoff, and Watrous, your top 5. Good racing so far through the field. Let's see what's going on a little bit further back. Chris Bush in the 13th position. Solid night for him so far. Let's see if he can keep it rolling. Nathan Fryer in the 14th spot right behind him. Then we have Brian Marshall in 11. Alan Wild sitting at 12. Let's take a look, see what the field filler's doing here. Thomas Spencer, 23rd position. He got junked in that wreck. Well, he's back out here, got his car fixed up, and he's rolling in a 22nd position. That's probably about as far up as he'll go in the field. Let's hop on board. The Rentley number 3 machine of Thomas Spencer out of Long Beach, California. I tell you what, take a look at this left front suspension cam, folks. You're going to see a logo. On the far right, you see the Irwindale Speedway logo. Of course, Thomas Spencer has an Irwindale Speedway logo on his car. That is all this man talks about. Tell you what, you talk to him, he won't go 10 minutes without mentioning that. He's getting a big run here with the draft, looking to gain some positions. Let's go back out front. New race leader of Eric Kepf as we missed the pass for the lead. Sorry, we had to keep up with the field filler, Thomas Spencer. Check out what he's doing sometime. But Eric Kepf out of Cincinnati, Ohio, your race leader, trying to hold off Connor Zabozian in second. Side-by-side battle for the 3rd spot going on. Let's hop on board with our 5th place car. Isaiah Watrous, see what he's seeing out his front windshield. Got the HMS TV hood cam with your 5th place car out of Mooresville, North Carolina, Isaiah Watrous. Wow, what a beautiful view. The sun is setting here at Chicagoland Speedway. Beautiful night for some racing, folks. Let's pull up some Hutchison Motorsports TV race info. Chicagoland Speedway, it's a 1.5 mile here in Joliet, Illinois. 71 degrees out there, so nice and cool for these guys. And folks, we've got some new things to show off here tonight. Let's take a look. I don't know if we showed these off last week, but let's go back to your race leader, Eric Kepf. Oh, actually a side-by-side battle for the race lead. So as you watch this battle for the race lead, take a look here. Hutchison Motorsports TV, biggest gainers, your hard chargers of the night. Carl Cantonis is up to the 20th position after starting in the 37th spot. 17 positions gained. We have Alan Wild, Michael James, Shane Williams, Dylan Lampy on the board as well. But that's not it, folks. We got plenty more, because look at this. HMS TV lap leaders, Connor Zabozian with 10 laps led. Then we go to your HMS TV quick time. Samuel Hoff has the quick time of the session so far, a 29.89 for Sam Hoff. It goes further in depth though, folks. We're not done. Your HMS TV fastest last lap. That is the last lap around the speedway. Who was the fastest that very last lap? Well, Alex Anderson in that 67 machine in the 16th spot is. Then we take a look at this. This isn't the last one, but it's one of them. Now we're getting here. The last 5 lap average lap time. So this kind of takes out who's the fastest lately. Right now, Sam Hoff, the fastest on the track in his last 5 laps. So all kinds of information here. We're coming up here at Hutchison Motorsports TV. We take that off. That is not all though, folks. Take a look at this. This one is still in research and development. We literally finished it about 1 minute before the session started. But take a look at this here. So your HMS TV manufacturer standings, folks. So all this tells you, so your top ranked Ford is obviously Eric Kepf, your race leader. He's winning. And then the average running position for all the Fords, there's 12 Fords in the field, as you can see on the far right column. So the average running position for the Fords is 16.9. Then we go back to the Chevys here, Sam Hoff. Well, actually, he's in Toyota, sorry. So the Toyotas, Sam Hoff in second, they average a 20.4 position throughout the whole field out of all the Toyotas, and there's 14 of them. And then rounding out here in Chevy, Isaiah Watrous sitting in the third spot. 21.3 average running position, 12 Chevys in the field. Amazing stuff we got going. Me and Jesse Becker have been cooking here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV as we got a battle for the race lead. Sam Hoff trying to hold off Eric Kett out front. And we got one more thing to show you here, folks. It's not really ideal for this kind of racing because this is basically pack racing. These guys are side by side, so it's not really going to translate well. But your HMS TV best battles on the track, these are your closest battles. You're going to see it jumping all over because these guys are all side by side, but they're in order. It has your 3 closest battles, so that's going to pay off here, maybe later on in this race, but at the moment, not so much. But new race leader Samuel Hoff out front out of Clarkston, Michigan, trying to hold off Eric Kett. He is your race leader. So again, Kett in second, Isaiah Watrous in the third position, Hunter Sr. fourth, rounding out the top 5, Connor Zabosian. So let's drop back in the field. Here's Tim McBasketball. Man, I tell you what, this 93, it is one good-looking car. I'll give Tim that. But my, does he have 0 speed or what, folks? My goodness. This thing is junk. You know, you always hear these talks about polishing a turd, and I think that's what's been done here with Tim McBasketball. One of the slowest, most junk cars in the field. Well, hey, he made it look good, but as soon as the green flag dropped, I mean, a turd's going to be a turd. And Tim McBasketball out of West Newbury, Massachusetts, he's in the back. Sam Hoff still your race leaders. We got a battle back here for the second position. Eric Kett in second with Hunter Sr. right behind him. Let's hop on the Hutchinson Motorsports TV rear cam with Eric Kett in second position. You're taking a look at Hunter Sr. in the third spot, trying to push him off into the corner, looking to the bottom, not going to have a run. Side-by-side battle here. Connor Zabosian in the fourth spot, trying to hold off Jared Skinner and Shane Williams, who are battling for fifth. Fun race so far here at Chicagoland. This has been much better than the last 2 weeks. But I don't know if you watched this race last week with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series, but it was tough at Las Vegas. These guys were just junking it every lap. But not here tonight. Good thing about Chicagoland, it's not as drafty. You know, Las Vegas was basically keep it flat foot and get a draft so nobody really could get away from one another. These guys, they've been in a pack all night here at Chicagoland, but having a lift in the corner really makes a big difference. If you're all out, I mean, you're just going to run the guy over in front of you because nobody wants to lift at that point. But pretty good run so far. We watch these guys continue to duke it out. Let's hop up to our eyes in the sky. The Harpoon Design Blimp. Brantley Roden up in the sky in that beautiful Harpoon Design Blimp. Wow. What a view. Head on over harpoondesign.com. Paint start at just $25. Brantley Roden can hook you up with any kind of paint job, as long as it's NASCAR related or a dirt car he can do. He's not much of a road car guy, so don't even ask him about those, but check him out, harpoondesign.com. #1 rated painter on Trading Paints, and the caution is out. Let's see what happens. Craig Martin is jumped. It's like he just got dumped. Take a look here, folks. All right, we're in the Harpoon Design Blimp. Take a look at this 22 of Craig Martin. Look like that, yeah, the 2 just comes up and junks him. Then the 91 gets into him, finishes off the 22. So the 22, the only one with major damage. But, yeah, it looked like old Donald Kite. Well, he was a weapon at Daytona, I believe, and he might have just dumped another one. Let's take a look, though. Let's hop on board and make sure. All right, we're on board. Donald Kite in that #2 machine. He sees Hunter Sr., he sees Craig Martin, I'm sorry, on the outside. He says, you know what, Craig? You're jumping. Wham! Dumps him. Good save, though, after he dumped him. So caution number 2 is out. Your race leader is still Samuel Hoff in that 00. Good looking car. Remember, folks, tonight is paint themed here with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. You're watching them all head down pit road. We're going HMS TV side by side. We'll be right back.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
We're back here at Chicagoland. The Vienna Beef 230 is underway with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series here at Chicagoland. Your front row, Samuel Hoff, wins the race off pit road, keeping his race lead. He chooses the top line, so he's going to be up to the top. Connor Zabozian looking to the bottom in that 45 machine. So the field is set once again, fans. On your feet, off your seats. It is time to go green. Beautiful views around the track here at Chicagoland. Samuel Hoff, your race leader. Connor Zabozian looking right behind him, and right there with those two, Jared Skinner in the top three. Been a good race so far. We've had a couple of cautions, but nothing too crazy yet as these guys are duking it out front. Time to pull up some Hutchison Motorsports TV statistic for you great fans at home. Your biggest movers, still Carl Cantonis up 23 positions, folks. He has worked himself into the 14th spot in the field. Wow. Hard charging for sure is Carl Cantonis. Here's your lap leader. Samuel Hoff has led 12 laps. Connor Zabozian 10 laps. Can't forget about the HMS TV. Quick time, Samuel Hoff still top of the board here with the quick time, 29.89 for Sam Hoff. You know, I was just checking out the chat, and, they have a good point. Somebody brought up Sam Hoff cheating like usual. That is Hunter. Hunter out there. I mentioned in the past, Sam Hoff in the 00, it's very suspicious how, down the straightaway, he just blows by everybody. And he happens to be, the league owner for Superstar ARCA Cup Series. So, you put 2 and 2 together there, folks. I don't think it's a coincidence. What do you think? Connor Gerard in the chat, let us know what you think. And Connor, while you're thinking about that, let us know what the Connor Gerard intensity meter is at so far for this race as Jared Skinner looks to the inside of Samuel Hoff in a battle for the race lead. Not going to get the job done yet as Hoff holds the bottom, but definitely a multi-lane racetrack here tonight. We've seen both the top and the bottom work, which equates to a lot of passing. And here is another pass for the race lead. Jared Skinner takes it over. Still side by side, though. Hoff looks to get a run heading into turn 1. Skinner still in the second spot, but right behind him, hard charging back to the field. Alex Anderson was involved in an incident earlier, I believe. He dropped all the way to the back. Well, he is back up here into 4th, looking to get a push from Shane Williams in 5th. Let's hop on board with Shane Williams in that number 9 machine on that outside line. Out of Athens, Ohio, Shane Williams looking to get a run to get out front. Dropping back a little bit more, we got Ryan Housden in the 11th position out of Bangor, Pennsylvania. Man, Housden looked fast early on in his heat race. Well, folks, as soon as the green dropped in the feature, he's falling straight to the back. Ryan Housden might be junk here tonight at Chicagoland. Wow, crazy stuff. Alex Anderson still out front in that 4th position, trying to hold off the hard-charging number 9 machine of Shane Williams. Sam Hoff holding on to that race lead for the time being, but here comes Skinner once again. Boy, you keep seeing the second-place cars. They make a run to get to 1st, and they're just struggling to get around that race leader in the clean air. As we show your top manufacturers here, top Toyota car, Samuel Hoff. He is in 2nd now as Jared Skinner takes over that race lead. Then Jared Skinner in the Ford. And then you have Connor Zabosian in 3rd in Chevy. Falling back here a little bit in the 6th position, Alan Wild. Alan's always known for having some good-looking paint schemes. Let's take a look, see what he's rocking here tonight. Again, Halloween paint theme here with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series here in Chicagoland. Let's take this HMS TV drone around here for a ride with Coastline Racing. Alan Wild in his 6th position here. Take a look. Good looking paint job there. Nightmare on Elm Street. And then behind him in that 1 machine, boy, how about James? That's a good looking car as well. Look out, we got one on the wall up here. But here is Michael James in that 1 car. Race deck number 1 machine. This is probably one of my favorite ones out here, not going to lie. Michael James, he's never out here to make friends. He's willing to junk anybody he has to. With race deck on the car, Michael James looking good here tonight. He's got some speed. Let us know in the chat, though, who you watching? Who you want me to highlight? Take a look, see their paint scheme. So many cars out here. I believe 38 cars signed in here tonight. Been pretty clean racing as these guys battling out front right now. The intensity meter tonight, according to Connor Gerard, is a 33 out of 20, folks. That's right. It is a scale from 0 to 20. Well, folks, it's at 33. Can you believe it? Off the charts. Here tonight in the Vienna Beef 230 with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. Hunter in the chat thinks Larry McReynolds is trying to trick him. That's not the case, Hunter. Larry McReynolds is America's crew chief. He would not steer you wrong. Trust us. He would never do such a thing. All about the execution. You got to click that like button on the video for us. Subscribe to the channel. Really helps us out, folks. You know, helps the league out, gets us more eyes on the Superstar ARCA Cup, guys. And these guys are putting on a clinic out here tonight, heading into lap 45 this time around. Also helps the channel. Again, click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment. Let us know who you're pulling for. Sam Hoff going to hold on to this race lead. We all know he's out here cheating, Sam Hoff. He probably adds extra horsepower. He probably goes into the settings and makes Toyotas have more power than the other cars. That'd be my guess. So Sam Hoff in first, Alex Anderson in second, third place right now, Connor Zabosian. Right beside him, though, in fourth, taking back the third spot, Shane Williams in the 9. And rounding out your top 5, Alan Wild. Great racing so far here at Chicagoland. Time to drop back in the field a little bit, see what these guys are doing in the back. Looks like Chris Bush has lost the draft in the field. I don't know, he's way back there. Then Albert Lopez there with him as well. Michael Malm, he's slow, he's junk. We got Jordan Warnick, Red Robin, number 28 machine. Let's take a look at this car here, folks. Jordan Warnick, no speed out here tonight out of East Dublin, Georgia. Red Robin on it. Boy, I tell you what, I'm a fan of Red Robin. But after seeing how slow this 28 is, I don't know if I want to go back there. When you're this slow, folks, it really makes you think about the sponsor on the board here. Craig Martin was involved in the incident earlier. I'm not going to pin that on him. And then Tim McBasketball trying to get a top 30 here tonight. Folks, this might be Tim's first top 30 ever. If he can hold on to that 29th position, he is probably grinning ear to ear running 29th. That is how low the bar is for Tim McBasketball out of West Newbury, Massachusetts. Let's hop on board. Got the Gravedigger 93 machine, Tim McBasketball, the West Newbury, Massachusetts native. He goes way back. He's buddies with John Cena from the WWE. Wow. Not too far in front of him, Nathan Fryer in the 28th spot out of Salina, Kansas in that number 14 machine. That paint job, folks, kind of ugly, not gonna lie. Let's take a look at the nose cam. You got the Mountain Dew on it. Not sure what flavor Mountain Dew that is. All I know is that paint job, it's slow. And it's junk. But we jump back out front. Sam Hoff, still your race leader out of Clarkston, Michigan, trying to hold off Alex Anderson in that Reese's number 67 machine. Well, I tell you what, folks, let us know in the chat, what's your favorite candy here for Halloween? You know, I got to go with Reese's. Now, Reese's is just top notch. I kind of prefer the Reese's Pieces more, but just plain old Reese's you can't go wrong with. So this is definitely one of my top paint schemes I'm seeing in the field. But my favorite one, though, to be honest, I think it's right here. This number 1 machine of Michael James. Take a look at this thing. Number 1 out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Michael James running in the 6th position. Good looking car. Still clean and green going into lap number 51 out of 150. Man, this race is night and day better than what we've seen the last couple of weeks here, folks. Las Vegas, you know, say what you want, but it ended up being a shit show. The week before Daytona, that was definitely a super speedway race at Daytona for sure. Well, here at Chicagoland, these guys putting on a clinic. Actually got some good racing here through the field as Alan Wild in the 8th position, trying to make some moves. Sam Hoff doing a good job, though, holding on to that racing. Let's see who your fastest cars the last 5 laps are, folks. Take a look. Last 5 laps, best average lap time. Looks like it's Travis Bieber, all the way back in the 36th position. Boy, he's in the back, but he's the fastest car on the track the last 5 laps. Probably has something to do with the draft. But nonetheless, Travis Bieber looking good in that 36th position. He is actually a lap down. Might have pit. Caution is out. I thought I saw him junking it. Let's find out, see what happened here, folks. Shane Williams involved. Anderson into the wall here, loses it, smokes the 9. Housen involved as well. They come up the track. Look out, gonna get some junk. Oh, wow. Driver's able to avoid. Oh, never mind. Take a look right here, folks. Who is this? Trying to see who that is. Give me a minute. I have the motion blur on here on purpose, folks. Let's take a look. We see the 3 of Thomas Spencer, the field filler. He is back there right next to him. Let's take a look. So they're all checking up. You see the wreck. You see the 3 of Spencer checks up. The 29 gets dumped there by the 95 of, I think that's McWilliams. So Spencer checks up, but some other guys don't. Here it is. Wham! 9 gets clipped there into the 70 and a couple others. So caution number 3 is out here. Chicagoland. Still been a good race so far, folks. Samuel Hoff, your race leader. Going to be interesting to see what he elects to do to come down pit road or not. Be sure, folks, click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Larry McReynolds has another message for you. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Chicagoland. The field is set. Front row, your race leader going to be Connor Zabosian taking the inside line. And then you got Samuel Hoff on his outside as the pace car is in. Field is set. Green flag back in the air here at the Vienna Beef 230 at Chicagoland. Zabosian with a good jump. Going to hold on to that race lead. Sam Hoff into second. Donald Kite up to the third position. Boy, Donald Kite started on the pole, ended up having to serve a penalty, went down pit road on the first lap. Well, he has inserted himself back up into the front. Here he is, Donald Kite into third.
Blake, this is Christian coming to you live from the dump they call Iowa. How are we doing?
We're doing great here. We got a lot better race this week than we did last week at Las Vegas. How are things going over there in the Mr. Radiator Truck Series?
Well, you know, it's another week of just random technical problems, but we are live nonetheless. I don't have a monitor over there, but Jared Ray Hutton has been putting on a dominant performance so far. They just took lap 20 of 150 over there, so that's going to be a quick race, being Iowa, the short track that it is. Like,
Yeah, definitely so. That's a pretty short race, and it's good to see Jared Ray Hutton out front. He's actually a big supporter of Hutchinson Motorsports TV. I think he watched the broadcast all last night with us, and he's been running our Dash for No Cash events on Friday night sometimes.
definitely so, but just to update you on the top 5, and this is for the GLSR Mr. Radiator Truck Series, you have Jared Ray Hutton, of course, in your lead. Ricky Springer in second, Rooster third, Mark Whitley in the 77, he's in the 4th position, and Sam Prosciu starting 5th.
Wow, definitely good to see Rooster up there in the top 3. You know, I'm always pulling for Rooster. He is a fan favorite for sure over there in the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks.
Absolutely, but we're over here at Chicagoland. I know you had to have some extra security to get into this track here tonight. Superstar ARCA Cup Series. You're on lap 60 of 150, I see, with Connor Zabosian leading. How has this race been up front tonight?
It's been pretty good. You know, it's not as drafty as I expected. You know, these cars are always really drafty, it seems like, on these mile-and-a-halves. But, you know, Las Vegas was just hammered down, keep it floored, and get a draft. Well, here at Chicagoland, you know, the draft definitely helps, but definitely not the main thing to worry about for these guys.
And I understand there's a Halloween theme tonight, and I see some beautiful race cars on this track. Sam Hoff's car looking good with that orange and purple, I will say.
And let's bring it up. You know, I'm going to show you my favorite one here tonight, the number 1 machine, Michael James. Take a look at this.
Race deck on board, the Day of the Dead livery there. Livery, whatever they call it. Michael James, that is a beautiful paint job, Blake.
Absolutely, you know, all kinds of good-looking ones here. You know, it's kind of crazy, the participation on these paint nights here. The Superstar ARCA Cup Series, one of the most active leagues we know, because these guys, they're always blowing up the chat, it seems like, every single day.
Absolutely. And 14 was about got turned there, it looked like.
Absolutely, and take a look at this, Christian. Tim McBasketball. He's trying to get a top 30. He would probably be mind blown. You know, he's probably expects to run last every week. Well, here he is in 23rd. I think mainly because everybody else has damage, but nonetheless, he's sitting in the top 30 right now.
So something I've never asked about, but I saw last week, specifically after he crashed. I hear he has a hater that pops into the HMS TV chat.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been actually in here all night long, a Tim McBasketball hater. He just roots against him. You know, I don't like Tim McBasketball myself, but that guy just despises him with a passion.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe somebody made an entire account to mark out Tim McBasketball's name like that. Man,
passionate on it, you know, and I mean, I have to commend him on that. If you're that passionate about something, you got to go for it. But we're watching Connor Zabosian. He's trying to hold off Sam Hoff still, heading into lap number 66 this time around. We're getting close to halfway done here in the Superstar ARCA Cup Series.
absolutely. Sam Hoff, is he going to make a move right here? He's going to stay up to the high side going around the turn. Is he going to get the draft off of it? We're going to see. Doesn't look like he has it just yet, though.
Now, Christian, what do you think of the new manufacturer standings board we came up with?
I think it's a beautiful board right there. I really don't like the guy who made it, you know. I have issues with him, but see that Chevy is leading the way. It's actually Chevy, Toyota, and Ford in that order right now, with Connor Zabosian, Samuel Hoff, and Donald Knight right now. Some good information to have out there on the track with the average positions and all of the manufacturer.
Absolutely. Look at the laps led here. Samuel Hoff, 33 laps led. Well, right now, Connor Zabosian out front. He's chipping away at that lead for the lap led count, sitting at 22 himself.
Sam Hoff is actually driving pretty hard back there behind him, trying to take that lead back. He is all over the tailpipes of the 45 right now. Going to be on his bumper heading into the turn. It seems like he has the straightaway speed with that draft, but the turn just slows him down.
Yeah, that seems to be the MO here out front. You know, I mean, we've had some passes for the lead, but it just seems like the guy in the clean air can defend that position pretty easily by holding up top. But nonetheless, it's not impossible to pass, but it's definitely not easy here at Chicagoland out front.
Speaking of not easy, you know, I had to go to the hospital last night in Talladega when we wrecked that Hutchinson Motorsports TV 500 machine. That was a intense night. You know, I had to teach our driver Chad White in the 88 a lesson, who's actually running 7th right now over in Iowa. But definitely a hard night, hard hit. I passed out at the end of it, and you fired me. I'm glad you decided to hire me back, though.
Yeah, you know, last night you were whining about, you know, having a concussion, and, you know, you tried to leave the track. I mean, you were out there racing, you know, last minute decision, and we put you out there, you wrecked it. You went to the infield care center, you got, I mean, they at least checked you out. They told you you had a concussion. You started wandering off. I said, Christian, where are you going? Pulled you up into the booth, and you were just whining the whole time. And when you passed out, I had enough. I had to fire you on the spot.
You know, unfortunately, I'm not going to tell you live that you're getting sued for worker endangerment, but make sure you're checking your inbox there, buddy.
Well, Christian, you should probably drop that lawsuit. I realize, you know, on Wednesday nights, we have 2 streams, so I should probably get somebody. And I said, you know what, I'll just hire Christian back. So welcome back, Christian.
Okay. But nonetheless, we're on lap 70 over here at Chicagoland in the... Really, Blake? The Vienna Beef 230?
Yep, it's the Vienna Beef 230 right here. And Christian, do you know where the beef is?
It's in Connor Zabosian's trunk.
Definitely seems that way. He is out front. We got a side-by-side battle for the 2nd position. Donald Kite in that 2 machine looking to get around that 00 of Sam Hoff. But again, like I said, it just seems like it's kind of easy to defend. You hold that top line, it's really tough to get around somebody.
Definitely appears that way, but I'm gonna head back over to that dump they call Iowa, Blake, and I'll see you a little bit later on tonight.
Absolutely. Well, hey, definitely keep us in the loop here. Let them know we are in lap number 73 this time around with Connor Zabosian, your race leader.
All righty, well, Christian Taylor heading out.
All right, that was Christian Taylor checking in here. He's over there broadcasting with Bump and Run Jesse Becker with the GLSR Mr. Radiator Trucks. Wednesday nights is the one night we do the HMS TV simulcast. We have Jesse Becker and myself both live at the same time on the same channel, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. So Sam Hoff holding on to that 2nd spot with Connor Zabosian out front. They're coming up on a lap car here. We're almost halfway done. Lap 75 going to be the halfway marker. Checking out the HMS TV chat, we've got Jimmy Geikus tuned in. Oh, looks like Ruben Rodas out there. Looks like another week he is junk. Let's see if is Ruben even out there anymore? Is he out? Ruben Rodas is done for the night, folks. That number 5 machine, Ruben Rodas, always has speed, but he says he got ARCA correct. He is junk. Congratulations, Ruben. Chat here, folks. We got a bunch of people tuned in here watching Connor Zabosian, your race leader out front. Can Zabosian hold on and take this thing home? Again, it seems like it is tough to pass out front. You know, you keep that top line. And it's just tough to get around. And he's getting around that number 70. Let's take a look at this paint job here for this number 70 machine going multiple laps down. I'll try to find it. Caleb Yates, put some work on this paint job. Well, Caleb, you should have been working on the motor, because that thing is slow. It's junk. Let's take a look, though. Let's swap over here to the HMS TV drone. Lap car, Caleb Yates out of Lake St. Louis. Got the HMS TV on the back. Look at this. Wrong button there, folks. Hang on. Here it is, Caleb Yates. That thing is, you know, it's kind of hideous. It's kind of terrible. But you know what makes it good and saves the whole paint? Right there, folks. Wow, what a paint. This thing's incredible, actually, now that I think about it. Might be my favorite one. Well done. Caleb Yates in the 28th position out of Lake St. Louis, Missouri. But we look around here, Connor Zabosian, still your race leader. Let's see what else is going on through the field. We got a 3-car, 4-car battle here around the 10th position. So Zabosian out front, Huff and Hoff in second, followed by Kite, Skinner, James, Wild, Senior, Johnson, Housden, and Carl Cantonis rounds out your top 10. Lots of battles here in the middle of the field. These guys are going 3 wide here. We might get a caution here soon. We got one on the wall. Still clean and green for now. They almost junked it. We're still good. But how about the 3 of Thomas Spencer? He's up to the 16th position. That's probably the best run of his life. Wow, hard racing up here. Drop back, nothing's changed out front here. Sam Hoff in second, Kite third, Skinner fourth. Well, folks, we're going to take a green flag break. Be right back. Click that like button on the video for us. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We're going HMS TV side by side. Be right back. And we're back here at Chicagoland. You're watching the race leaders come down pit road. Donald Kite took over the race lead after Zabosian went down pit road, and Brian Marshall looks to be the last car to pit. So Marshall, your race leader out of Staunton, Virginia. He's probably heading down this time around, I would guess. There he goes, Brian Marshall down pit road. So that's going to pass the lead along. Eventually, Connor Zabosian going to retake that race lead. See how big of a gap Zabosian's going to have on Kite. We saw Zabosian kind of short pit the rest of the field. He was the race leader, went down pit road first a few laps early. Looks like Donald Kite, the second off of pit road here. So he's going to take over second eventually. Jared Skinner going to be in the third, followed by Michael James, Sam Hoff. Going to end up in your top five. As always, folks, we appreciate you tuning in here. Hutchison Motorsports TV, the world's #1 streaming service. Click that like button on the video for us. Drop a comment on the channel here. Subscribe, more importantly. We're making a push for 1,000 subscribers here. Never thought we'd do it. We're trying to get it done. Sam Hoff makes the pass, takes over that fourth spot. He's trying to work back up to the front, but it's been all Connor Zabosian here tonight as we pull up the lap leaderboard. Connor Zabosian, 40 laps led here tonight. Sam Hoff, 33 laps led, followed by Kep with 8, Kite with 7. Then we got the HMS TV quick time, going to be Samuel Hoff, fastest lap of the session, a 29.89. He's sitting in the fourth position right now. Jared Skinner with a 29.93. Eric Kep with a 29.95. So Zabosian out front, almost a 3-second lead right now. Donald Kite in the second. Let's pull up your HMS TV battle board. There it is, best battles on the track right now. Closest one looks to be Brian Marshall and Carl Cantonis for the 14th position. Good night so far for Carl Cantonis here, folks. He is your HMS TV hard charger last I checked. Let's take a look. Yep, Carl Cantonis up 22 positions since the start of this race. Jump around a bit here. Dustin Coggin in the 11th position out of Grantville, Georgia. That number 46 machine, no Halloween paint for Coggin. Tim McBasketball sitting steady in the 21st position. He's trying to break into the top 20 for the first time ever. Boy, I tell you what, the betting odds for Tim McBasketball to get a top 20 were probably about plus 5,000. Can McBasketball do it and bring one home? Meanwhile, back to the 6th position here. Eric Kep in that 63 machine. We saw him earlier on lead some laps. Well, right now sitting in 6th. Alan Wild making a pass for the 8th spot. Finds a way around the 19 of Johnson. Meanwhile, we got a pack of cars right here. The 98 of Housen looking to the inside of the 19 car of Johnson, while Coggin is door to door with the lap car, the 70. We're on board Dustin Coggin in the 10th position. Not much going on there. We jump back out to your race leader, Connor Zabosian. Donald Kite still in second. Let's see if Kite is maybe reeling him in a bit. Yeah, we see Kite is definitely faster than Zabosian. Not sure how much, but the last 5 laps, Kite has averaged a 30.31. Your race leader, Connor Zabosian's last lap around there was a 30.60. So he's on average looks like gaining about 0.3 of a second on your race leader. Race lead down to 2 seconds. We saw it was 3 at one point. We know Zabosian has some fresher tires. Let's pull up the HMS TV pit strategy board here. Zabosian pit 14 laps ago. Kite pit 9 ago. So 5 laps, fresher tires for Donald Kite in the second position. These guys are going to have to pit one more time, it appears, because they made it about 30, 35 laps last run. We still got 50 to go this time around. We're on lap 100 in the Vienna Beef 230 here at Chicagoland. As always, we appreciate you folks tuning in here to Hutchison Motorsports TV. Looks like we've got 31 fans tuned in here, live concurrent viewers. Click that like button for us on the video, folks, please. Really appreciate it. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you, and we're going to go to a quick HMS TV side-by-side break. Be right back.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we're back here at Chicagoland, the Vienna Beef 230 on Hutchison Motorsports TV with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series. Folks, appreciate you tuning in here. Been a good race so far. We are taking a look at Tate Lupret in that 10th position out of Monroe, North Carolina. Good run so far for Tate, trying to bring home a top 10. But tonight, Connor Zabosian has been dominating this race, but don't look now. Here comes Donnie Kite in the second position. He was over 3 seconds behind. Well, he's on the back bumper now. He's got the speed. Just a matter of time before Kite takes over that race lead. Pulling up the pit strategy board, these guys pit 20 to 25 laps ago. So my guess is here in the next 10 to 15 laps, you're going to see him head down pit road for the final time. Kite looking to make that pass. He reeled him in from 3 seconds back. Can he make the pass for the lead to take back the race lead from Connor Zabosian? Pulling up your HMS TV lap leaderboard, Connor Zabosian's led 58 laps. Donald Kite in second position. He's led 7 himself as well. Looking to get a run here down the backstretch. Can Kite make a move to the inside? He goes. Through 3 and 4, Zabosian trying to defend up top. Side by side, not going to be enough. Boy, it just seems like it's just been so tough to pass those cars in clean air out front all day long. Meanwhile, behind them, we have Jared Skinner out of Peoria, Illinois in the 3rd spot, and Sam Hoff right with him as well in that 00 out of Clarkston, Michigan in 4th. Then a bit further back, rounding out the top 5, Michael James out of Philadelphia. Kite's going to look to the outside here. Zabosian doing a great job at defending, trying to keep that top spot before the final pit cycle starts. You saw some green flag pit stops. You might see another green flag pit stop cycle as well. Clean and green racing here tonight is the theme at Chicagoland, with the paint schemes being Halloween. These guys putting on a racing clinic here tonight in the Vienna Beef 230 at Chicagoland. Meanwhile, got a battle for the 10th spot here. Tate Lupret trying to get around the 19. Not going to happen as Carl Cantonis out of Placentia, California, sitting in the 12th position. Your hard charger of the evening. Carl Cantonis, let's hop on board. Take a look at the HMS TV hard chargers. Wow, great race so far here tonight, folks. These guys racing their hearts out. We've only had a few cautions, too. Nothing crazy either. We got some door-to-door action. Their 3-wide battle almost junked him. Oh, that was a tight fit there. The 99 of Cantonis racing hard. Door-to-door battle for 11. Carl Cantonis looking to the inside, trying to make the pass. 3 cars battling for 1 spot. The 07 of Wild right there with them on the outside. Well, let's jump back out front here to our lead pack. Connor Zabosian still your race leader. Boy, folks, that just proves, earlier I mentioned it's tough to pass in clean air, but we saw Donald Kite run down Zabosian from 3 seconds back, got to the back bumper, pulls up beside him, just couldn't finish the pass on the bottom, and now, folks, he can't go anywhere. So it's been all about track position out front here in the back half of this race. Connor Zabosian trying to hold on here with just 35 laps remaining. There's a pit strategy board here. So again, I think in the next 5 to 10 laps, you're definitely going to see these guys head down, get another fresh set of tires. Tire fall off here tonight, folks, is about a second of fall off right now at the moment. So after 30 laps, about 1 second of tire fall off is what you can expect. So it definitely matters when you pit. And I think Connor Zabosian going to head down pit road again early. So here comes the 45. Connor Zabosian gives up that race lead. Looks like he's going a little fast here. Hopefully he can slow that thing down. I think he's good. So he's going to give that race lead over to Kite. Now this is going to be interesting. When does Kite elect to come down pit road? Again, not a ton of tire fall off, but just think every lap he stays out there, he's going to lose a second to Connor Zabosian. If I'm Kite, I might go another lap or two at the most, but I don't know. You definitely don't want to push it too much. We know he's got the speed to have a shot to win this race. And here comes some others down pit road, but Kite's going to stay out there with Skinner and Hoff right behind him. So your top 5 is going to be Kite, Skinner, Hoff, Senior, and Coggin. And Coggin going to head down pit road, pass over that 5th spot to Nathan Johnson. So Zabosian off of pit road here, has his 4 fresh tires. He's going to blend back into traffic. Well, no traffic around him, so he's going to get that thing rolling, though. He's going to have those fresh tires. Again, he's going to gain about a second every lap on Donald Kite that he stays out there. Here's a pit strategy board. We saw Kite last time made it 35 laps. Right now, he's sitting at 30 laps. Folks, we got 31 to go. If I'm Donald Kite, I think you got to head in next lap. I think you stay out any further, you're just kind of pushing it. Definitely going to be interesting to see how these strategies plays out here tonight. We pull that up one more time. We know they can go about 35 on fuel if they push it. So even if you want to stay out there till the very end, I mean, there's really not much time left. So you can hope for a caution, but I mean, a caution literally has to come out in the next few laps for that to pay off. So they're heading into turns 3 and 4 here. Race leaders, let's see if any of your top 5 want to go down. Looks like Carl Cantonis took over that 5th spot. Sam Hoff down pit road from 3rd. Well, here comes the 00 of Hoff. Everybody else in the top 5 gonna stay out, it appears. And this time around, I think Hunter Sr. and 3rd gonna go down pit road. So you're going to see Hunter Sr. in the 3rd spot head down pit road, and then here comes the other 2 out front. So your top 3 all pitting. So Kite and Skinner and Senior all down into pit road here. Your top 3 all head in. Let's see what Carl Cantonis elects to do. Is Cantonis going to come in? No. Well, yes, he is. Okay, he kind of pit from the top there. Uh-oh, that was a slide job. Able to slow that car down. So Carl Cantonis down pit road. Brian Marshall, the only car left that needs to pit. So he's going to take over the race lead once again. Brian Marshall out of Staunton, Virginia, in that 94 machine. Give him a lap of TV time. He's probably going to head down this time. So out of the cars that have pit, Connor Zabosian looks like he's going to take back his race lead. Behind him, Donald Kite leaving pit road, still getting up to speed. And folks, he's going to be like 4 seconds behind of Zabosian once he gets going. Oh, Sam Hoff actually cycles in front of Donald Kite. So Hoff into 3rd. Now remember, folks, Kite stayed out another lap or 2 than Hoff did. And again, you know, you had over a second of tire fall off, so Hoff is able to leapfrog Kite into that 3rd spot for now, going to be 2nd, as Brian Marshall, your race leader, down pit road. So Zabosian there working with a lap car. He's hoping that 88 can keep that thing rolling. He would like to have a draft partner down the straightaways. Again, draft is not everything here, but it definitely helps, as Zabosian's just going to have to make the pass on that 88. So Zabosian out front, Samuel Hoff into 2nd, 3-second lead for Zabosian with just 26 laps left to go. Is Hoff and Kite going to be able to reel in your race leader again, or is he gone? Let us know in the chat. What do you think is going to happen? Does Zabosian, I can't talk right now, does Zabosian have this thing in the bag, or does Sam Hoff have something up his sleeve? We all know Sam Hoff is known for cheating. Is he going to get it done? Only one way to find out. That's stay tuned here Hutchinson Motorsports TV for the last time. We're going HMS TV side by side. We'll be right back. Take a listen. And we're back here at the Vienna Beef 230 Chicagoland Speedway Superstar ARCA Cup Series right here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. In the chat, Jimmy Geikus, he seems to think that Samuel Hoff took 2 tires. I'm looking back at some statistics here, folks. So Sam Hoff's pit time was a 14.7. Zabosian had a 15.4. And Kite had a 15.4, so definitely possible. Looks like his stop was about half a second. I don't know. I feel like he would have got more than half a second. So I don't think so, Jimmy. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm not so sure about that. But right now, though, they're definitely reeling in Zabosian. I would think if Hoff took 2 tires, he probably would have took the race lead by off the pit road. And I don't think he'd be reeling in Zabosian either. So I'm going to guess he took 4 tires. But you're watching these 3 work together, though. Take a look. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place cars. They're pushing each other down the straightaways, trying to reel in Zabosian. I'm going to make sure, though, let's try to find if I can get some footage of Hoff's pit stop. Well, he continues to run him down with just 17 laps left to go here at Chicagoland. Here we go. So here we go. Here's Sam Hoff's pit stop. Right side goes up. Left side goes up. So there you have it, folks. Sam Hoff, he took 4 tires. I think everybody's got 4 fresh tires out there that's up front. They have reeled in Connor Zabosian, though. Here he is, folks. Boy, they worked together to reel him in. Zabosian was a sitting duck, had a 3-second lead. Well, it's all gone now, but we know Zabosian's done a great job defending. Last time we saw Kite run him down from 3 seconds back. Well, now Hoff has done it. Can Zabosian hold him off like he held the 2-car off earlier? Sam Hoff in second here, looking to get a run. Gets a push from the 2 of Kite behind him. Let's hop on board here with the 00. Sam Hoff, is he willing to move the race leader out of the way? Connor Zabosian, your race leader. Sam Hoff second, Donald Kite third. We're going to have a battle for the win here with just 14 laps remaining, folks. Going to be a good finish. You're going to want to stay tuned on this one. Who's going to win it? Let us know in the chat. Is it going to be Zabosian, Hoff, Kite, or even Skinner back there in fourth? Fifth place is out of the picture. Fifth place is about 10 seconds back. So looks like the top 4 have a shot to win this one unless we get a caution. Looks like Kite's going to move the 00 out of the way. Kite looking to take over second, looking to get a push from the 7. 7 going to look to the inside. 00 of Hoff into the wall. He's going to lose the second spot for now. So Zabosian likes what he's seeing in the back. These guys duking it out. Bumper to bumper. Donald Kite into second. Sam Hoff third. Is anybody going to find a way around the 45 of Connor Zabosian out front? Let's pull up your Hutchison Motorsports TV lap leaderboard. 79 laps led here tonight so far for Connor Zabosian. Is he going to be able to hold on? He watched this whole pack run him down and catch him. They are bumper to bumper for the race lead now. Boy, they might junk each other how hard they're racing. Jared Skinner looking to the inside of Sam Hoff. That's a battle for third, door to door. You got the 10 car behind them. That is a lap car. In the 10, that's Travis Bieber, I think. He's in like 30th, so he's just there. He's hanging out. He's trying to get into the picture here on TV. So Zabosian still out front, doing a great job at defending here tonight. Donald Kite has ran him down numerous times, just never can seem to find a way around Zabosian. Got to figure something out as there are just 10 laps left to go. The 2 looks to the outside. This is going to be his best chance to make the pass. Off the corner, he's going to have some speed. Unless Zabosian can cover up. Looks like he throws a slider, holds on to the race lead. Wow, what a move from Zabosian. He knew he had to get to the outside line. Definitely tends to be the favored line when they're side by side. And here comes the 00 of Hoff with a lap car being a pick. Hoff shoves the 2 into the lap car, but he's going to hold on. Donald Kite still in the second. Boy, bad timing for that lap car to be where he is. That's the 4. I believe that's Allison Jr. Well, I tell you what, Allison Jr., he's been let me make sure. Yeah, Tony Allison Jr., this guy's been an afterthought all night long. This 4 car, it's slow and it's junk. Wow, Tony Allison is slow here tonight. But let's jump back out front here. Connor Zabosian running away a little bit, out to 3/10 of a second lead with just 8 laps remaining. As our second through 4th place cars continue to duke it out and battle, Connor Zabosian is loving what he's seeing in his rear view mirror. As we get to the finish here shortly, folks, be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel, Hutchison Motorsports TV, making a hard push to 1,000 subscribers right now. We are up to 936. Wow. With just 7 laps left to go for the last time, you're going to hear from our buddy, Larry McReynolds. Larry, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Back here at Chicagoland, Donald Kite sitting in the second spot, trying to make a run. We are into lap traffic here, folks. Connor Zabosian navigating around the traffic. Boy, lap traffic is very important here, folks. If that second place car of Kite can get to the outside of Sabosian in the corner and get a good exit, he'll have a real shot at making that pass. It's like the 16 gets in the wall trying to get out of the way. So Sabosian coming up on some more lap traffic. Going to be 5 laps remaining. Sabosian followed by Kite, Hoff, and Skinner. Your breakaway pack here battling for a race win in the Vienna Beef 230. Let's hop on board with your race leader, Connor Sabosian. Oh no, caution is out. That is not what these 4 wanted to see. Man, we were going to get a great battle here for the finish, and it's all ruined. Caleb Yates is jumping. Take a look. Yeah, 70 just smokes the wall, comes down into Watchers. Man, that's unfortunate. You know, we were going to have an epic battle for this race win. Now we might get a crash fest to finish this race, but hey, who knows what's going to happen, folks? It's the Vienna Beef 230 here at Chicagoland, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to have a, I don't know if it'll be a green-white checkered or not. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll be right back here. We're going to take a quick break. We're back here at Chicagoland for the Vienna Beef 230. Folks, we are getting near the finish. You saw your front row, Donald, Kite, and Skinner take 2 tires on that pit stop. Everybody else has 4. I think that's a smart call. We know track position has been important, but the pace car is in. Field is set. Green flag in the air. Gonna be a green white checkered Donald Kite out front. I think he made the right call, taking the 2 tires. We've seen multiple times Connor Zabosian out front gets ran down and just nobody could find a way around him. Well, now Kite is your race leader as Zabosian trying to get to the inside of the 7 as Hoff is pushing the 7 of Skinner with a little bit of help from the 12 of Senior. Through turns 3 and 4, Donald Kite looks like he might have this one. They're junking it. Can we get to the line? Caution. Oh, wait. I don't know, was it caution or white flag? White flag in the air. We are still green. Wow, that was close. Still clean and green. Last lap around the speedway. That was as close as it could be, folks. They were wrecking in the tri-oval. Get to the white flag before the caution comes out. Donald Kite out front with Jared Skinner in second. Off of turn 4, looks like 2 tires was the right call. Checkered flag in the air. Donald Kite wins the Vienna Beef 230. Wow, what a finish. Donald Kite, Jared Skinner, they elect to take 2 tires on that final pit stop with the green-white checkered, and it pays off dividends. Bring home the 1-2 finish. Juicy Spider Motorsports taking home the 1-2 finish here at Chicagoland. Third place goes to Hunter Sr. Oh, wow, and they get third. I believe that's Juicy Spider as well. I still don't know all the teams here very well, going to be honest. Let me take a look. Absolutely. Looks like it's a team. Sorry. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish. All 3 of them bringing home the podium. So Donald Kite wins it. Jared Skinner second. Hunter Sr. in third. Let's get him in here for a quick interview. May as well just do all 3 here, actually. Just give me a second. Trying to find him here in the chat. Give me a second here, folks. I need to hurry up. Hunter and Jared
was
Blake
there.
up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Is Hunter Sr. going to make it in for an interview?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
right
here.
here.
In here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay, so he's here. So we got Senior, we got Skinner, and we're missing Donald Kite. Is he going to join us?
Yeah,
yes.
you will.
All right. Well, hey, we'll go ahead and start with you, Hunter. You bring home the 3rd place finish there. Looks like you made the pass on Sam on the last lap. How's it feel to work yourself to the podium there on the final lap?
It's definitely rewarding compared to the night that I had. With this car, everybody just running the outside, and that one restart, I kind of got stuck in the back and started dropping. And I don't know what the 4 and the 99 were doing. They were racing each other and put ourselves in a scenario where there was a second pack, just dropping and they just keep racing. So, compared to where I was going to finish, that's immaculate. I'm extremely happy and proud of this team.
Absolutely. Now, we saw on the that last pit stop, we saw Kite and Skinner. They took 2 tires. Did you also go with 2 tires?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised so many people took 4 there. I definitely think it was the right call to go with 2, and obviously it pays off for all 3 of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, hey, great job putting it on the podium, and again, a 1-2-3 finish for the team. We'll jump straight into you, Jared. Jared Skinner here bringing home second. How's it feel to bring home second to your teammate, Donald Kite?
Man, that's awesome. To get a 1-2-3 for Chain Graboid Racing, Juicy Spider, it feels amazing.
Yeah, great job. And I just pulled Donnie in here. He was waiting in the waiting room, but we're in here doing a team interview since you guys all 3 took home the podium. But yeah, Jared, again, a great call there, taking the 2 tires. It pays off dividends, and you were able to hold off Zabosian and the others there to bring home second.
Hey, sorry to cut you off, Blake. Is there any way you can get our sponsor boss in here, Mr. Nick Happyack? He should be down unless he bounced already. Yeah,
No, he's
General
in General
3.
3.
Yeah, 1 second. Hang on.
It'd mean a lot.
We're
I
gonna
know
do a whole
he's
party
I know
in
he's
here.
Down in the booth
he's
here with
probably
your
happy.
team. How you doing? You got a copy?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yep, I hear you. Hey, we definitely wanted to pull you in here. You know, your team goes 1, 2, 3. How's it feel to see your team fill the whole podium?
Oh, that's incredible. I just got done doing my race, getting ready to go to bed. I tuned in and I'm like, oh, hey, the guys are 2, 3, and 5. Like they're having a good run. And I ran to the bathroom real quick. They had a caution, came back, and I'm like, oh my God, we're 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. Congrats to all the guys. That's our first 1, 2, 3 ever in any league. So I just want to say fantastic job to Donnie, Jared, and Hunter. And we appreciate your broadcasts. They look good. They sound good. And but yeah, I was pretty excited. I jumped up out of bed pretty quick.
It's definitely impressive. You know, we have 38 cars signed in here tonight, and this isn't like a drafting track. It's not like we're at Daytona or Talladega. So pretty crazy to see the entire team fill the podium.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's not easy for one car to hit the podium, but for all three, that's amazing. You can't ask for anything more for the cars that got your logos and everything on there, and these guys here. And there's a couple more. We got Josh Adams and Chris Hodges. I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to race with. Everybody gets along great. Everybody's progressing, getting faster together, and it's really coming true to the vision we had. So I greatly appreciate everybody.
Absolutely. You know, pays off big time. And I guess, hey, we'll go ahead and talk with our race winner here, Donald Kite. Able to, so you start from the pole. I don't know if you had to serve a penalty or something. You go down pit road, work yourself all the way through the field. How are you feeling, though, on that last cycle? We saw Zabosian, you know, he was able to check out, and you guys reeled him back in 2 times.
Yeah, we had to get together. We had to line up. You know, it's definitely not Talladega or Daytona out there, but it was pretty draft dominant. We had to make sure our cars were in the right position in order for us to maintain the track position that we were in. Me and Jared, whoever else that was behind us, I think we had Sam Hoff back there. Even he had come over the radio and said, "Hey, we need to line up here." So we all knew what we had to do to get to Connor. He pitted a little earlier than we wanted to. We decided to stick to our own strategy. We knew eventually we would wrap back up to him, but as far as being able to, you know, whether or not that last caution had come out, me and Jared have been planning what we needed to do for the better part of 50 laps there. You know, we were intentionally in the positions we needed to be in. The caution coming out wasn't necessarily what we wanted, but it worked out pretty great. Didn't know that we'd be the only couple cars that took 2 tires, so I couldn't be happier. And I had to get it done for Craig too, because I think I wiped him out there a little earlier in the race. So sorry about that, Craig.
Yeah, you know, it definitely works out for you guys. Like you said, definitely the draft helped out big time, but it wasn't like a full-on draft track or even as bad as Vegas, in my opinion. But definitely had speed out there all night. You led a lot of laps, started on the pole, served a penalty, worked back up to the front, bring home the win. And I guess, hey, before we head out, do you guys have any shout-outs or anything to add for the fans at home?
Yeah,
Go
man.
first,
I mean,
Donald.
everyone in this chat. What's that?
I said you get to go first.
Yeah, everybody in this chat, man. We're missing Brian Marshall. He's the bass guitarist for Alter Bridge. I'm kidding, but he's one of our drivers that we picked up for the season as well. Nick, him and Mike, they're the sponsor. They run the show. I just went up to them after last season and said, "Hey, I want to put together a group, and we want to go out there and win the driver's title." And I think we've been able to compete at every single race so far this season. Whether it be me or Craig, Jared, Hunter, Brian, you know, everybody has had top-notch positioning and top-notch speed throughout the entire season. So big shout out to all the drivers. Shout out to Juicy Spider Studios, Juicy Spider in general, just a great sponsorship to have. They work really close with their drivers through every division that they're in, especially here. It shows on the track. I mean, who else is going to go out and pull a 1, 2, 3 at Chicagoland? That's Juicy Spider.
Either.
Yeah, that's Juicy Spider. Anyone listening, if you want some great videographic content or animations, that's the guys you go talk to. And if you want to become a better race car driver, you go talk to them as well. They've been working with us so well. And special shout out as well to our painter, Splash and Go Graphics. That's Cosman. He paints a lot of the stuff for the eNASCAR drivers. As well as Jared, he was running, I think it was an NJB Designs paint scheme. So shout out to you as well, Noah. But yeah, that's all I've got, man.
Absolutely great job. And real quick, if you guys would take a look at my screen share real fast, and let's go through this final wreck here. As the checkered flag was out, you guys finished 1, 2, 3. We had some madness up here. Let's see if we can get a better view of this. Carl Cantona's flipped about 400 times. So here's the finish here in the back. There's just pure madness.
Is he all right?
Take a look. I don't know. I think he's dead.
Poor Brian. That sucks for Brian.
Oh yeah, there's at least 2 casualties there. 3 now.
Yeah, about to be
RIP
4.
Tate. Oh yeah, Tate's definitely dead.
Ryan just flew in there.
Yeah. So a pretty rough wreck.
And he
there.
drove it
Oh,
home.
Hey,
He drove it home.
Actually. Yeah, just a little body damage.
He's going to race it next week.
Yeah, he should be good to go. But yeah, I didn't realize how wild that wreck was. You know, we were tuned into you guys. It looks like some guys just go in there like bulldozers in the final corner. And here it is.
That's the motto right there, Blake. That's the new motto.
I mean,
There's a chance to win from 7th.
Yeah, I mean, it's the last corner. I mean, you're battling for 10th. You may as well just junk everybody, right?
Well, I think this
Yep.
was coming to the white.
Yeah.
This wasn't even for the checker.
This wasn't
Oh,
even for
yeah.
the win either.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the white flag. Hang on, I think there is another
Yeah.
wreck. Hang on, there's another wreck coming up. One second. Maybe that was the only one. Hell, I don't know. Who knows? Well, nonetheless, coming to the white flag. Okay, here we go. That's the same one. Okay, that's the same one.
Yeah, that's the same one.
Yeah, that's definitely the only
What a
one.
gnarly wreck.
That was pretty bad. You know, and honestly, that's actually another point I wanted to bring up. That kind of came out while you were still in the trial. I kind of thought we were going to get a yellow there, but thankfully you were able to cross the line there and get the white before the yellow was able to come out.
It was destined to be that we were able to finish that race so we can get Juicy Spider on the podium like we did.
Yeah, and let's
The reason that caution didn't come out was because we were deserved to have that podium.
Definitely so. And look at this battle here with you and Sam Hoff there at the finish.
Yeah, and big apologies. You know, I hate that I did it last year to Alex for a win, and you know, going into the corner, I thought it'd be so amazing to have this sponsor and on the podium. You know, I feel bad, but in the end, I mean, hopefully he understands. I know he'd do the same thing most likely, and if not, you know, all I can do is apologize. I mean, I'm expecting it. It's worth the podium to have us all here and to be able to have the season we've had. You know, a little bit of ups and downs. Definitely a lot of ups. That was, you know, I apologize, Sam, if you're watching.
Absolutely. Well, hey, once again, congratulations, guys. Once again, putting it on the podium, all 3 of you. Donald Kite, your winner. Jared Skinner brings home 2nd. Hunter, Senior, 3rd. So that's going to round out our interview. We appreciate you guys coming out. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Blake, for the broadcast.
Absolutely. Well, hey, see you next time. And I'm sure we'll be hearing from you guys much more throughout the season.
You bet.
Sounds good.
You have a good night.
You too. There was Juicy Spider Motorsports bringing home the 1, 2, 3 finish here tonight. What a finish for them. They make the right call to go with 2 tires, and it pays off. Donald Kite, your winner here at Chicagoland, the Vienna Beef 230, folks. We're going to round out the night there. We appreciate you folks tuning in. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to close out the night with Larry McReynolds. I'm Blake Hutchinson. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchinson Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
42 right there with him. Smokes him. Oh my goodness! Oh! The whole field! It's junk! It's a parking lot! They door slam each other! Checkered flag in the air! It's gonna be too close to call! Oh, he just got smoked! Oh my goodness! He got dumped in IMSA racing! Caution is out. Oh! He's dead! Toward each other with their chunks and checkered flag